This here's from OK. Prince Harry so disappointed by Diana's sister's reaction to Meghan Markle. I would think Harry should be expecting it by now if he's living on planet Earth, but alright, let's see what we got. Prince Harry was reportedly left so disappointed when he introduced Meghan Markle to his late mother's sisters, Lady Sarah McCargendale and Lady Jane Fellows. The Duke of Sussex had hoped that Diana's siblings would see similarity between his fiancée and his mother, who tragically passed away when Harry was just 12 years old. Despite believing that Diana would have been over the moon about his relationship with Meghan, Harry is said to have been disheartened by his aunt's reaction. According to royal biographer Tom Bower's book Revenge, Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors, Harry's aunts did not see the same character traits in Meghan that they saw in Diana, and they expressed concerns that Meghan would not fit with the royal family, and they were right. Now, I don't like to dig so deep about personal family things, but using common sense, Diana's sisters, who grew up with her and knew her whole life, knew her better than Harry did at 12 years old, and kids don't really see the world for the way it is. So I'd trust their opinion way over Harry. It's his mother, and I get that, but he was only 12 when she passed away, unfortunately, and her sisters grew up with her whole life, having conversations, her adult life, about men, about marriage, about money, about everything. So you can't really compare. I would definitely give them the benefit of the doubt. And as we know, Meghan did not fit in. Although hurt, Harry went to marry Meghan in 2018, and they have since welcomed 2 children together, probably. I mean, they did welcome 2 human beings in the world, but exactly how, some people aren't exactly sure. And he continues here, reinforcing the point, no one agreed that his vulnerable mother had anything in common with his girlfriend. More discomforting for him, they thought Meghan would not fit in with the royal family, reports told the Mirror. In 2022, Prince Harry drew parallels between Meghan and Diana in his Netflix docuseries as he reflected on their similarities. According to Express, the Duke said, "So much for what Meghan is and how she is so similar to my mom. She has the same compassion, okay, the same empathy, the same confidence. She has this warmth about her." I didn't actually fully realize who my mother was until I was like in my 30s. When you go through life, you get married, you have kids, then and only then can you look back on your parents and really understand what they did, why they did it, decisions they made. And to be honest, I don't think Harry understands why Meghan's doing things either. Furthermore, it's kind of sad that you've got to put out in a book about how your fiance is similar to your mother and try to win people over. She should be showing that with her actions, things she says, things she does. If you've got to try to win her over and convince people, that's not working. Or I should say, that didn't work. Well, a little both. I mean, think about your friends and their boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. Do your friends have to convince you that they're good and they'll fit in with the crowd and things like that? Or do you usually know when they are? I've made mistakes about relationships and I've seen it differently after time unfolded, but usually you've got a good idea. And sometimes you've got a better idea than the person looking from the outside because they can't see certain things. But that's my silly opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Doing royal news, all things Johnny Depp, pop culture. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.